Superintendent with the Public Affairs Office here in Charlotte. We are out here today at Hyatt Gun Shop to have an announcement. It's at 3332 Wilkinson Boulevard. Speaking today will be Major Smith, Councilman Phipps, and then the owner of Hyatt Gun Shop, Larry Hyatt. So at this time I'll turn it over to Major Smith.
Good morning. I'm Major Gerald Smith, that's G-E-R-A-L-D, with the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department. I'm the Central Service Area Major. In 2017, 710 firearms were taken from or stolen from vehicles here in Charlotte, reported stolen. That's 710 firearms that were taken by known criminals, 710 firearms that could have been used in additional crimes, 710 firearms that potentially could have found their way into the hands of juveniles, 710 firearms that could have been used in aggravated assaults, shooting into occupied dwellings, 710 firearms that potentially could have been used in homicides. And we believe those 710 weapons could have been safely secured in the vehicles with the use of what we have here on the left with the gun safes, the vehicle gun safes. It is an additional barrier to making your gun safe. In 2018, we're seeing where that trend is starting to go down. A little over the halfway mark, we're seeing 325 vehicles that have had the firearms taken from vehicles. We think that that number can go a whole lot lower. So does Councilman Phipps, who will be speaking in a second, as well as Hyatt's Gun Shop. And that's what we're doing here today. We're not here by chance. Hyatt Gun Shop is giving away 100 vehicle gun safes. That is an additional measure for gun or firearm safety that we endorse. It does not replace overall gun safety. We still endorse general firearm safety, that firearm owners should know the law as it pertains to firearms, as it pertains to operating the firearm, knowing the capabilities of that firearm, maintaining that firearm, keeping that firearm safe and secure as well. With those numbers going down, we applaud the efforts and the involvement of Councilman Phipps, District 4. And he has gotten involved and helped as a liaison between the police department and Hyatt's Gun Shop. And I'm going to let him come up now to talk a little bit more about this effort and about his involvement as well. Councilman?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. As already been said, my name is Greg Phipps. I represent District 4, which is the Northeast Charlotte, University City area, Highland Creek, Hidden Valley area on Charlotte City Council. And it's good here. I'm glad to be here back at Hyatt and appreciate the enthusiasm through which they've decided again to reintroduce this program that launched pretty much last year. I guess it was last August 23rd that we had the first rendition of this program, and it met with great success. And when I say success, I mean we got rid of a lot of safes. The numbers did go down a little bit, but now they're getting ready to, it seems like they're getting ready to creep back up again in terms of gun thefts from autos and other vehicles. With this particular device right here, I mean, this device right here could be really instrumental in preventing a petty crime from turning into a violent crime. Just, you know, I think we're going to have a demonstration on how you could use this particular gun safe to secure your firearm when not in use in your vehicle. But I was first brought the importance, the criticality of this situation, the seriousness of it, when I visited Hyatt Gun Shop one day and I saw a sign in their business that said 1,000 guns stolen in Mecklenburg County last year. And if you can imagine 1,000 guns that were legally purchased at some point that were stolen, and all of a sudden now that's out there in the community, you know, ready to wreak havoc, that's a serious issue. And in magazines that I've read, Charlotte has been up there in the numbers in terms of larcenies from autos and gun thefts coming from those particular autos. So I look at this as an opportunity for us to try to do something simple and not get into a lot of controversy on gun rights or everything. We just want to say, hey, look, if you do own a firearm, can you just use a device like this when it's in your car, that you can't take it in somewhere? Just secure it in a way that could prevent the next theft. I mean, anytime you look at news at night, there's always an article or some story about some vehicles being broken into, firearms being stolen. Now, I know we're going to be celebrating next month, first Tuesday of next month. It's going to be National Night Out. So what I would do, I want to encourage all the organizers of National Night Out, as part of your National Night Out program, if you're having a raffle, why not raffle off a couple of these gun safes right here? At $10.99, you just can't beat it. I mean, heck, this costs less than a pack of bullets, you know? And plus, you know, as things have been going on in the news, the price of steel, this $10.99, that's the pre-tariff price on this particular item right here, because, you know, this is really a good deal. $10.99, you can't go wrong in doing something that can protect the community in this way. So I would encourage you, and I would thank Mr. Hyatt and other gun owners and gun retail outlets, big box stores. If you want to have some sort of program to get these safes in proper hands so they can secure their firearms, I would suggest that you could launch a similar program, and it would benefit this whole community, this whole county and city. So with that said, I'm going to introduce my friend, Mr. Larry Hyatt. He can come up and talk more about it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Councilman Phipps. Councilman Phipps is one person in the United States that's doing something proactive. He's got private business and the police department together. There's only one real requirement on these first 100 free gun vaults, and that's use them. Don't set them on a shelf in your house. Hook them up in your car. And after the first 100 are gone, it's only $10.99 to buy one. We ordered 10,000 of these to get the price low enough so everyone can afford one, less than the cost of one price of bullets. And remember, if you come to buy a gun, you have to get a permit, background check, mental health checks, age requirements, ID requirements. FBI is looking at everything in your past. If it's stolen, that criminal has to go through nothing, including age. So get a free one or buy one and use it, and all the gun owners be responsible. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, we encourage all gun owners to come out here and participate in this program. At this time, I'll take, as well as Major Smith, Councilman Phipps, or Mr. Hyatt will take any questions that you might have.
We've seen this time and time again.
Go ahead, sir.
Have you ever tracked any of these guns stolen out of cars to a crime? Could you give us at least one or two examples of that?
You know, I don't have that offhand. We have had guns that are taken from vehicles that are used in crimes, and we can provide that information for you later.
Maybe not specific, but ever a homicide? Recently?
No, nothing recently.
We've seen this time and time again with the campaigns about locking your cars. Is it the guns are just left in plain sight, and that's why there's doing the smash and grabs or breaking into the cars? What is the real factor behind this?
Well, certainly there's a whole litany of factors in terms of why guns are taken. Vehicles are left unlocked. People might actually see the person hide the gun and break into that car that way, and without it being secured in one of these safes, which the first 100 are free and the other ones cost less than $11, you can secure this gun and keep it safe and keep it out of our criminals' hands. So that's really what we encourage you to do today. Any other questions about this giveaway and this promotion right now?
That gun safe, you know, it helps a lot. How cunning or how smart are people stealing the guns nowadays, as far as, you know, finding the right places? I know you don't want to put that out there for the world, but they know where to look and when to look, right?
Well, certainly, yeah. I mean, if vehicles are left unlocked, you know, they can go anywhere in that car, and without having a gun safe in there, if that gun is just laying there, even in the center console, in the trunk, wherever, they're gonna find it and they're gonna take it.
How does that work? Where does it work? Somebody pick it up on the mic and
yeah, Mr. Hyatt, if you don't mind coming and showing.
Sure. You put this cable around the strut that holds your seat, the metal thick strut that holds your car seat. They would have to have big bolt cutters to cut this to get your gun. Right now, when they break in cars, they may hit 50 cars in a row trying to find one unlocked or one they can get into. If you have this in there, you've lowered the chance they can do a quick access to a firearm.
Mr. Hyatt, what are the arguments that you hear from some of your customers of why they don't want to put their gun locked up? It's the same argument you get from people not locking them up at home, I'm assuming.
Well, that's a hard argument because you need to lock your gun up. If you're out of your car, you don't have an excuse. You don't need to get to it quickly. The gun's in your car and you're gone. So if you leave your car, it should be locked up. For self-defense, they may want it out of the vault when they're in the car, but as soon as you exit, lock it up. And you want to do it in a way that the criminal doesn't see you handling your gun and watch you do it. Be wary like they are. Be crafty.
You had success at the last giveaway a couple months ago last year.
Yeah.
Talk about the reaction when people came and found out that you were giving away the 100 free gun safes.
They went away in just about 3 hours. They were given away, and last year I think the cost was about $5 or $6 higher than this year. So hopefully, with a cost reduction and more publicity, more people will use them. And like I say, we don't want to just give them away. We want people to use them. Put your gun in it. Leave this in your car. You take your gun out and take it in the house. When you come back in your car, lock it back up. And there's so many places. You can't take it in a place where you work or a bank or a government building, so where are you going to put your firearm? And criminals know this. And also, don't put an NRA sticker on the back of your car. Don't advertise.
To know that you're being part of the solution to reducing the gun thefts and the potential gun violence that could spur from this, how as an owner does that make you feel?
Well, it makes you feel good. And gun owners don't want criminals to have guns. They just don't want to lose their guns. But that gets lost in the debate. This is a way to stop that. Like you say, there's so many laws to buy a gun and own a gun, but a criminal has to obey none of them.
All right. We're very thankful for small business owners like Mr. Hyatt and the partnership that we've developed with City Council and with the local police department, with our police department, to be able to provide this. So please come out here. We have 10,000?
Yes.
10,000 gun safes. That's a lot of gun safes. We have any other questions about the gun safes?
And the free ones are being given away from here. Come to Wilkinson Boulevard?
Yes, exactly. Come here, 3332 Wilkinson Boulevard. First 100 are free. Probably come early.
Starting
right now. Right now.
Right now.
You can get one before you leave.
Good.
Many of you have seen our CMPD lip sync challenge that we've worked so diligently on, and it would be remiss of myself and our police department if we didn't give credit where credit's due. Due to a contractual agreement, our kind of the brains behind the business is not able to speak about it, but I wanted to, if she can come up here. This is Yolianne Ortiz. She's affectionately called Jolie, and it was all her idea. As much as my family wants to give me credit for it, I'm not going to take any of the credit. You know, and we've seen a lot. It's been a very positive opportunity for us to engage the community in something a little fun, as well as really use it as a recruiting tool to show the community kind of how fun we are as officers. So any questions specifically about that I could probably answer, even though she can't?
How did you get Chief Bucket?
I'm telling you, she's awesome. That was all Jolie. You know, we have a lot of people in our department, and when she asked, they willingly came and participated. So took a whole collaborative effort of the department to pull that off. But thank you very much, Jolie, for that. Yeah, absolutely. Councilman Phipps would like to say something.
Yeah, I just saw the video while in the shop just now, and I can honestly say that it definitely has Emmy nomination potential that I can feel. So I'm going to be sharing it with the mayor, and who knows, it might be viewed in a certain city this week. Who knows? So thank you very much for putting that together. Thank you.
Love it. Yeah, it's a great recruiting tool that we can use, and also hopefully bring bring the country and the world to the city of Charlotte. So,
how many officers would you say were involved in it? I watched it yesterday.
I think anywhere between 50 and 60, probably about 55 officers were involved in the video.
And you showcased all the departments. Why was it so important for you guys to not only showcase your officers, but your crime scene telecommunicators and the people that we don't typically see, or the public may not typically see?
You know, we're all one family. And, you know, not only did we showcase our officers and the people that work in the different departments, when you call the police department, a lot of times the first person you see is someone in a uniform, and there's a whole host of people behind that really help us all pull it together. So not only did we showcase our officers, but we showcased some great parts of the city as well. So, any other questions? All right. Thank you all very much for coming. We'll see you next week. Appreciate it.